Hello there, it's me, Potato Mean, and welcome back to another video. Today, I just have two random figures for you, completely separate. They don't relate at all, and I'm being 100% serious. Now, I could easily make them two separate videos, kind of like how I did with Pink Panther, but I don't feel like doing that. Alrighty, so let's begin with the first figure, Xavier Renegade Angel. Yeah, I know, it's very random, I get it, yeah. So, the only reason why I made this figure, and it's not the greatest, but the only reason why I even made this, specifically just as a joke, because my friends and I, well, two of them at least, we were watching Xavier Renegade Angel after watching a different show, and it was one of our friends' first time actually ever seeing it. So I thought, hey, wouldn't it be funny if I made an Xavier Renegade Angel figure? And I did. Obviously, there are some details missing, like on the little loincloth, there's like some little lines that are on there, like some triangles or something like that, like different colors and whatnot. But I'm not painting all that. But this figure was made in one day, so yeah. Again, it's not the greatest. I definitely would have put a lot more effort into this if this was like a different figure. Like if I actually felt like putting a lot of effort into this. But I already have like two separate projects I want to do, so yeah, I just made this guy for a goof. Anyway, so the hairpiece is just I don't know, but it came on the Harry Potter like centaurs. I don't know what the hairpiece is called. It's just some long flowy hair that like goes down to the back and not to the front. I just cut that in half and then just like sculpted on the side. I put on his little hair piece thing. I genuinely have no clue what that is. But I sculpted on this little tuft of hair. I sculpted on the back. Pretty simple, not too complicated. The face is fully painted. I did have to sculpt the nose, which is like a little bird beak thing, because that's what his nose just looks like in the show. Everything else is just painted. Since this is already covered up, don't mind like the smudges and all that, like right there. It gets covered up by the hairpiece anyway, so it's not like it matters. But I don't know if you could see it on camera, but he does have some cheekbones and other details that kind of portray his weird looking face. And I did think about doing like the colored eyes, but I was like, nah. I feel like look a little weird even for this guy. But shoulder armor, or not really armor, it's just like a pad that's kind of on the shoulder. I just sculpted that. It was pretty simple, just painted it. It's like two colors. It's not that hard. Everything is painted in dark brown because his fur or whatever that is like dark brown. So it's the most fitting paint I had. His snake hand though is probably the most complicated and most interesting part, because it's a Lego Harry Potter snake head from like that weird big viper snake, like the minifigure scale one. But all I did is I cut off the head and I stuck it onto like the peg of a minifigure hand, like kind of around where the wrist would be. And then I just like sculpted around it, kind of make it flow a little bit better, so it can rotate and do whatever. And I did that because, well, the idea to use his head is from like my buddy Russian Batman. He was one of the people I was actually watching Xavier Renegade Angel with. But I knocked him over by accident. But I used this head mainly because it's like just a modern snake, and because I just thought it would look best. So yeah, that's snake hand. I really don't want to accidentally break him because I already broke him once. Not trying to break him again. His legs though are just some bent back fawn legs that I just painted up, and he has like some weird looking shoe detail, but this figure's hella rushed, and I really did not feel like painting all that shoe detail, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just paint on like these tiny little gray lines on the side and just call it a day. And I did. He also does have his little necklace and nipples. A very weird combination, but his loincloth was painted to look exactly like his. Just the colors kind of going from yellow to blue. It's for both sides, by the way. I don't know if that's actually what it looks like on the back, but who cares? This figure's only gonna be seen once, and it's just a joke. So I just want everybody to keep that in mind. But yeah, not a whole lot to say. But yeah, moving on to the next figure. Because tomorrow is my knee surgery. So, this figure, I got an idea. So one of my friends gave me an idea that for my Christmas post, it should be this guy, which this video should be coming out on Christmas, hopefully, if I actually remember to edit it by then. But yeah, I think it was a pretty funny idea, because one of our friends just downright hates the meme, which I can see why. The meme is just stupid. It's actually just not funny whatsoever. But I thought it'd be funny if I actually made the figure. So, I did that, and I sculpted the head entirely. I just used a normal minifigure head, and I just sculpted onto that. It's just made to look like the Grinch from the Benedict Cumberbatch movie. I think it was like 2019 when that shit came out. Not a great movie, but But it's just meant to be that face, which when I initially finished the sculpt, I sent it to the Russian Batman because I'm pretty sure he was the one who gave me the idea. I think it was either him or Frail Whale, but I sent him an image of it. He said, "That's a really good sculpt for a shit post." It is pretty funny. But the only two painted parts are actually the torso and the head. The head, I just kind of like try to sponge in like some of that lighter area on his nose. And of course, everything else is painted to look like wrinkles, and even the fur kind of has like a little bit of a blue outline, kind of differentiated on the sides. The torso, I sculpted a belly on both sides because he for some reason has like this really round, spherical kind of bottom to him for some reason, which I guess that makes sense. He's kind of chubby, you know. But initially I painted this in like a dark blue, kind of like up here with his eyebrows, but on the torso, like in the actual movie, because I just used the movie reference, but just thought of it as blue as reference, and I was like, okay, well, it's not that noticeable. It's like kind of subtle, so I just kind of like tried to sponge in that exact same color that you see for the base torso, and I mean it's not great, but I don't really care. Again, it's a shit post of a figure. Who cares? It's just made for a goof, just so I can do this image. But yeah, not much else to say about this guy. However, I will show off. Not really show off, but like kind of tease a few figures from like projects. So the next project that's actually gonna be coming up is Fortnite, obviously, because I've just been really into that game lately. And we got Fish Stick, just kind of teasing him. And then we got Jones. Well, I'm just calling him Jones, but he's actually Jonesy the first, technically, in terms of like the skin. There are a whole lot of figures I'm working on still. I got like Midas, Hope. I made Boss Obsidian. I plan on making Beef Boss, Dirt Burger Guy, and a whole bunch of other characters. But currently, that's it. Or well, there's a lot more that I've already made. Just like the two I want to show. Then I have Elden Ring. That's going to be the next project. That's going to take a long time, by the way, because of how big some of the figures are and how detailed they are. So, you had Mark Tarnish, and now you got Melina. There's a lot more, again. But, yeah, that's about it. I don't really know what else to say. If I don't upload a video after this one, before the end of the year, then Happy New Year's, I guess.
That's my daughter. She's 14.
Ooh, nice and legal.
I'm putting you out to work the field.
Whippity whippity whoa. And what do you call these wind monkeys? Wiggables?
I can't let this joke go any further, man.
Me bequeathed thee the psychopathological hand-you-downs, so you're the one who stained them. Whoever found it, browned it. You'd like me to be you, wouldn't me? But it's too late. You snows, you lows, you sleeped, you weeped, you napper, you get slapper, you slumber, a cucumber, you catch up on some Zeds, you get out of my head, you slumber, hamburger, I don't want to talk about nothing else.